One of the most impressive things about Unity is the inclusion of a physics engine. The physics engine will let you simulate actual Newtonian physics events, things flying through the air, with the ballistic trajectories, things colliding into each other, rolling, inertia, gravity, all kinds of effects without having to write any code. You just add these properties to the objects that you want. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to describe it and demonstrate a few of the things you can do. So let's go ahead and open Unity. In this first video, we're just going to set up a scene. So here we go, splash screen. And fine. So it comes up where we left off. So File, New Project, and we're going to browse. And as you know, I like to put things on the desktop. So we need a new folder. Going to name this folder Unity _ physics, and select the folder and create the project. And Unity closes, then reopens with our blank project with the project name, creates the project structure, does all that stuff while we're waiting here. Okay, here we are. And now we're going to go into Game Object, Create Other, and we're going to create a plane. And going to change the scale here, so we're going to make it 515. Again, Y scale doesn't matter, so just leave it as it is. Now we need something to bounce off the plane, so come up to Game Object, Create Other, and we'll create a sphere. Nice thing to bounce. And we're going to change the position, Y position to 10, and change the scale to 5, 5, and 5. Okay, so there it is. So the ball is suspended above the plane, and we're going to add a light to the scene, directional light. And again, the position doesn't matter, but we're just going to position it high in the Y so it looks like a light. And rotation in X and Y, 45. Again, scale doesn't matter, so leave those as they are. And there we go. So we've got the sphere, we've got the plane, we've got the light. We're going to save this scene, and we'll save it as physics, etc. And click Save. And there we go. Okay, now the light's a little bit intense. We said directional lights, generally we want to have them be a fairly low value, so I'm going to change this from 0.5 down to, well, how about 0.35? Alright, that looks pretty good. Got some nice gray tones. Look at the top. And we're going to move the camera. And see these little lines show us the limit of the view of the camera. We're going to move it back. You can see in the camera preview there where things are. Now let's go to a side view, and let's raise it up a little bit. And then the rotation tool, shortcut E, rotate it down. So still want to see the sphere, but want as much of the plane as possible. Okay, that looks good. Now, up to now, everything that we've been doing has just been static. There hasn't been any motion in anything. We haven't learned how to make anything do anything yet, but that's about to change. And the way that Unity lets us preview things like that quickly are through these little controls that are above the scene and game view window area that look like a video or audio controls, run, pause, and and fast forward to the end. So we're going to run this and see what it looks like. So come up here to the arrow pointing to the right, which is the run or play or whatever you want to call it control, and just click it, and let's see what happens. So here we go. We click it, and a version of the game window will come up, and nothing happens. It just sits there. So we can end this. Well, the deal is we can put physics onto any of our objects, but it doesn't happen automatically. We're going to have to do one or two things to make it happen. Won't have to write any code, but we're going to have to make some selections. So that'll happen in the next video.